Hi, welcome to Behind the Camera Podcast, a podcast for teens. I'm your host, Annie Flotis, and today we have guest co-host, Sheila.
Hi, I'm Sheila. Yeah.
And she's joining us today here in our new podcast location. As you can tell, it's a different podcast studio. And so today we're going to kind of be in the topic of teen issues, but we're also going to just put our own spin to it since we're starting off fresh from scratch. We thought it would be fun to do like a cute question and answer segment. So Sheila has questions for me and I have questions for her. And so we're going to kind of jump right into that. Okay. So go easy on me. No, I'm just kidding. I'll answer whatever.
Okay.
So let's see. Do you want to go first?
Should rock, paper, scissors?
Yeah, we could do that. Okay. Let them put down the... Oh, yeah, I guess. Ready?
Shoot.
1, 2. Let's do 1, 2, 3. Right?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. 1. Okay, so that's it? 1 out of 1?
Yeah.
Okay, so you go first.
Okay. So my first question is, what made you decide to make your own private practice rather than working under someone else's practice?
Oh, okay. So that one... Okay, so at first, I did go interview with other practices. Mm-hmm. So my initial... choice was to work under someone else. But as I started interviewing, I was like, I could do this. You know what I mean? I've run a business for 17 years. I didn't want to not have control. Yeah. I guess, I was like, I want to be okay. Because the last person that I interviewed with, she was very you need to be here. You can't be missing work. Mm-hmm. Just kind of very controlling. Yeah. And I was like, I can't do this. I want to be able to take the day off if I need, or just make my own schedule. And I figured that I wasn't going to be able to do that under someone else. Yeah. So I figured I'm just going to apply what I've learned in my photography business and just start up my own business. So yeah.
That's so good.
Yeah. So that's how I came up with that. Okay. Let's see. So Sheila has started her own photography business. Can you tell us about it?
Okay, well, my business is called Hidden Light Photography. I run it with my boyfriend, and we're going into our 3rd year of being a business. And we mainly do whatever Annie does. We don't copy you, but we have the same niche.
If you do, it's okay. Yeah, so you mostly work in the Wesco area, right?
Mainly Wesco.
Do you do any McAllen, Edinburgh?
If they come to us, then yeah, we will do them, but we don't really come to over here.
Okay, so if they go to the Wesco area.
If they come to the Wesco area, we'll do their session.
Okay, so this is going to be my first question. What's one thing you didn't realize was hard about running a photography business until you actually started doing it?
Oh, let's see. One thing I didn't realize. Wait, what?
Yeah, what's one thing you didn't realize was hard about running a photography business until you actually started doing it?
I'm gonna go with money, because a lot of money goes into starting your own business, especially since you don't have any clients. You're super broke. I obviously didn't have a job until I started working with Annie, and so all the money I got would go straight back into buying equipment and trying to post a lot and get new clients. So
that is true, because everybody thinks, okay, because, I charge what I charge for my sessions, and people just think I'm keeping all of that. Yeah. And I'm not. Half of that at least goes back into the business. And then if you want to purchase anything extra, any equipment or any new props, you're basically going to use all your money for that. Yeah. Especially if you're barely building your business. I finally got to the point where I had a lot of stuff already, so I really didn't have to invest that much. But I mean, I was still putting a lot of money back into it, just for daily expenses. Yeah, so I get it. Okay, what's your next question?
Okay. My next question is, what would you say the hardest part about leaving photography would be for you? I know you're not completely leaving, but overall.
Well, yeah. Okay, so the thing, and I've thought about this a lot already, is that it's become my identity. Yeah. You know what I mean? Everybody, even people don't even know me by my real name. They literally call me Pixel Annie. Like I'll be like at a football game and they're like Pixel Annie, like, you know, and so I feel like that's just become my identity. And so I think that's going to be hard to break out of that and then just be like a counselor, like, you know, because all of my decisions, everything that I do, it's based around my business, like our vacations at home, like what we're going to do, you know, during the week. It's like, okay, well, I have sessions, I have this, I have that. It revolves around like, what's the rep team doing? And like, you know, so my whole life has revolved around that business. And so I think that's going to be the hardest part, but also it's going to be liberating to be able to be like, okay, well, I don't have to worry about like what sessions I have because I know I'm going to have a free day.
Yeah.
So yeah, but definitely it's been hard kind of like battling that whole thing. Yeah. Okay. Let me see. What's my next question? Oh, this one's a good one. What's a photography opinion you have the most... Wait, okay, hold on. What's a photography opinion you have that most photographers would not agree with?
Honestly, like I always pull out my phone during sessions and look up like Pinterest inspos. And I know a lot of photographers don't do that, but I'm like, if I run out of poses, like I gotta look up something.
Okay. Yeah, that's so why do you say that photographers wouldn't agree with that? Like, has somebody said something or have you heard something?
Yeah, because I know someone that like, he's like, well, I like to like just be original. And he's like, well, like you're just going to be copying someone else's work and it's like not true to you. But I'm like, they're just poses.
Yeah, it's not that deep.
It's not that deep.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like, okay, yeah, it's a little frustrating when people are like straight up copying your stuff. But at the end of the day, like we live in a world where like that happens.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's also
like,
hard to be original.
Exactly. So it's hard to be original. I think the only thing I would disagree with is like, okay, like if a photographer is literally like poaching your clients, like trying to get your clients from you, which has happened to me.
Really?
Like, you know, like they'll be like, I know because my clients are pretty loyal to me and like they'll tell me, one of them told me one time like, oh, this person reached out to me and told me that they could basically do the same thing for like this price. And I was like, what? Well, that photographer ended up like going out of business. And I'm just like, it's karma.
That is karma.
Yeah, because like, how are you going to build your clientele by doing that? You know, so that's just crazy.
Yeah, that is not good.
Yeah, so I don't think there's anything wrong with like looking up poses because I've done it too. Like once I run out of poses, I'll be like, okay, let's see what else we can find on Pinterest. And like my clients really don't have a problem with that because when it comes down to it, like we can be original if we really wanted to. You know what I mean? Okay, let's see. What's your next question?
Okay, my next question is, would you rather only do birthday sessions forever or grad sessions forever?
I'm going to say birthday.
Really?
Yeah, because like the birthday sessions are so much fun because like we do like a whole celebration in the studio. Like we have cake, we have confetti, like poppers, we have glitter, we have like, it's just like almost like having a party every single time. And graduation pictures, I feel like they're just more physically demanding because you're like outdoors, it's hot, you're carrying your equipment. Like I feel like birthday sessions are just more enjoyable. Like,
also, they're like each one's different, like a vibe. Yes,
it is because like they customize them. So they'll be like, oh, I want like old Hollywood or I want like Barbie, you know, just whatever. And grad sessions do tend to kind of
get like all the same.
Yes, and like by the end of grad season, I'm like extremely burned out. Yeah, like I don't even know what to do anymore. Yeah. Right? Do you agree? Like, it's just like the same poses. And okay, one thing about the Valley is that we don't have a lot of locations. So it's like the same location, same poses. And it just, I think I'm already like done.
It's the same thing every day on repeat.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like birthday is the way to go.
I would go birthday too, honestly. Yeah. Now that you say that, I was like, I love grad sessions, but I'm like, birthday is more fun.
I feel like I would love grad sessions if we lived like San Antonio, Austin, where we could literally go from like city vibe to like hill urban, country to like, you know. Okay, let's see. My next question is, okay, what's something you learned from assisting me that you actually do in your own business?
That's like a lot.
Think of your favorite one.
Yes, I learned a lot of posing from Annie. Like when I would like just see her on the fly come up with posing, like I got a lot of posing from her. And then like as well as like making like the backdrops look pretty and the lighting outside, like to see how like she would move it slightly and it'd make like the difference.
Yeah, and I feel like those are things that you just kind of like learn by doing, like through experience. But like posing, so like let me just explain my posing. This is like a cheat sheet. So like if you have trouble posing, I look at the body in 3 sections. So like it's your legs, and then of course your upper body, and then your head. So like I will pose the legs first, and then you could do different things with the upper body. So like as long as you're moving the hands or you're looking away, like you can do like 10,000 poses just with the feet staying in that direction, or you could change the feet and you can leave the top the same, or you can just move the head. Like, so I see it like in 3 pieces. So like I'll do all the leg poses, like, okay, cross your legs and then do all of this stuff with your upper body. And then I'll be like, okay, now like lean against the wall. So like another thing is like using what's around you. Yeah. Like sitting here or like leaning there, or like, you know. So that's just what I've learned from just the years of experience. But yeah, sometimes when I'm just like not feeling it, the poses don't come. Like they just don't come. Like I'll just be like, oh my God, like what do I do? Yeah. And so yeah, I really don't like to shoot when I'm not feeling it. Okay. What's your next question?
Great. My next question is, which has been your craziest moment working with me?
Oh, I don't know. Was there a crazy moment? Do you remember any crazy moments?
Well, there's one moment for me that was pretty traumatic.
Which one?
Well, it was traumatic for me because it was so early on in like working with you.
Did I forget like batteries or something?
No, you forgot the second dress.
Oh, and I'm like, go get it. And the sun was going down.
Yes. She made me drive her car all the way back to the studio.
And it was on empty.
On no gas.
Hold on. Oh, yeah. It was on empty.
Yeah, it was on empty.
I literally had like 20 miles left.
I was literally freaking out so much.
Yeah. Okay. So let me explain this. And if you go back and look at that session, like half of the pictures are like nighttime, which they still look nice because, you know, we're able to work the lighting. But like, yeah, it was so stressful because it was at Tres Lagos and it's like 20 minutes from my studio. Wait, it was Tres Lagos. Yeah. And so I get there and she just, during the consultation, she had tried on a dress and she's like, I want to wear this dress. And I'm like, okay, perfect. I'll bring it. Well, I didn't bring it. I totally forgot. So like, I'm like, let's get started. I'm like, Sheila, take my car, go to the studio, grab this dress and like come back as fast as you can. And then I was like, oh my God, it's on empty. So like she took off. She got here like within like 30 minutes or something. So I know she sped. And then it ended up being fine. But yeah, that was one of the very first.
And I didn't know the alarm code to the studio and I was freaking out. I was like, the cops are coming.
Yeah, it was stressful. I would call that her orientation, her initiation. And then like Davina, my other assistant that I had at the time, she was like, so how was it with Sheila? Because it was one of her first like assisting me. And I told her and she was like, oh my God. She's like, welcome to Pixel Annie's. Because like, that's how it is. Like Davina has had so many like mental breakdowns because I forget something or I'm just like super in a rush. And I'm like, hey, just go do this or go do that. There's been times where I'm like, hey, go to the studio. Grab batteries. Like I totally forgot, or I forgot a memory card. Like, yeah,
I forget
super crazy. So yeah, I think that's probably like, I wouldn't call it crazy just because it's so normal for me to like forget stuff, or like that's why I feel like now that I don't have an assistant, it's more stressful for me because like I have to remember everything. Like usually when you or Davina were there, you'd be like, hey, do you have this? Do you have that? Like, you know, it was just like a second person double checking, and now I'm like having to remember everything. So yeah, I probably would say that's one of the, you know. Okay, let's see. It's my turn, right?
Yeah.
If you could change one thing about the local photography industry or community, what would it be and why?
Honestly, to like build each other up instead of break each other down. Because a lot of photographers are like, I'm better than you. I charge this much and you should be charging this much too. Like you're making me look bad. And yeah, I feel like there's not enough like, oh, you should try doing this to improve your sessions or that. It's more like you're doing this wrong and this is why you're like this. like that.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with that. And I don't know if that's like a thing everywhere or if that's just like a Valley thing. But like, I know here it's bad.
Here it is super bad.
Yeah. I've had photographers that I have to block off my social media because like I'll post something and then they'll post like a rude comment. Like, I had posted the athlete team. I had done like a Marvel Avengers sort of like theme. And I had put them all like on a poster to make them look like superheroes. And I thought it looked good. I mean,
yeah,
it was like one of my very early like digital art things, you know, that I had done. So clearly I was still very, very new at that. And I was like practicing it. And that's the whole reason I wanted an athlete team to like be able to practice those skills. And so I posted it and this photographer was like, I don't know, there's just something about this picture that like bothers me. He's like, the lighting's not good, like the posing's not good. Like he said something like that. Like it just doesn't look good.
like for everyone to see in the comments,
like on my Instagram.
that is so rude,
Right? I was like, okay, dude, like you're getting blocked right now because like if you're on my social media just to like, and then I go on his page and I'm like, dude, you're not special. Like there's nothing here that's like, oh my God, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's no need for you to go on my page and like say stuff like that.
Yeah, there's some photographers that are so entitled.
They are. And I'm just like, so, you know, I don't really know like a lot of photographers. Like the photographers I do know are really nice. But like, yeah, as soon as somebody starts being like rude or something, I just like block them. Like,
Yeah.
I don't need you on my page. Dude.
As you
like,
should.
Yeah, because like, why are you bringing negative energy to my page? Like, I'm just trying to like do fun stuff. So, no, yeah, definitely. I totally think that that's a problem. And I feel like that's with not just photography, but like anything. Like I see people like nail girls or like hair girls or like
yeah.
they're all like talking so much crap about each
I
other.
feel like every type of community has like a
Yeah. And the thing about the Valley is that it's so big that like there's enough work for everybody.
there is.
And like you're gonna have your clients no matter what. Like there's so many photographers, but like everybody has a good amount of business, I think. Unless you just are not a good, you know, photographer in the sense of like servicing people or like
Yeah.
if you're just like pissing people off all the time. Because I do see sometimes where people are like, don't go to this photographer, like I never got my pictures, or like
I see a lot of that.
I do too. And I'm just like, the way I wouldn't be able to sleep at night if I did that to someone.
I know.
Right?
I would tell my boyfriend, like, how could people like just do that to their clients?
Yeah. And it's like thousands of dollars. Like it'll be like a media day that they just never got anything. And I'm just like, wow.
Yeah, I see photographers get blasted on Facebook.
Yeah.
And the comments are
I
like,
know.
me too, me too. Like, this is the person that did this to us. And like,
I could never do that. Like that would just, no, I can't. I wouldn't be able to sleep.
okay. Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Okay. What was your favorite part about having a senior rep team, and was it easy working with teens?
Oh, my favorite part about having a senior rep team is being a part of like their senior year. Like I really love documenting like all the important moments, like, you know, because senior year is like the last year that technically you're a kid,
Yeah.
you know, before you go to college, or even if you are going to stay home, like once you're out of high school, like there's just like a different expectation for you, like as a human being. Like you're expected to have like more responsibilities and like be working towards yourself at that point, or for yourself at that point. So like I just like documenting all those like last football game, last homecoming, last prom, just being a part of that, and like knowing that I was able to like capture those moments for them is my favorite part. It is super hard work though, because like the way I see it is like the rep team has been developed into a program where they do a lot of stuff, like from June when they become reps all the way to graduation. Like we're doing photo shoots almost every month. They're getting their senior Sundays. We're doing, you know, like the pumpkin patch. We're doing Friendsgiving. We're doing Christmas parties. We're doing end of the year trip. Like there's just like so much going on. So like I have to do that times however many kids I have, you know? So it's like, okay, making sure everybody gets their action shots, making sure everybody gets their senior Sunday and everybody gets their grad session. Like it's kind of hard. Like at the end of the year, it's just like so exhausting.
Yeah.
And then I have to also think about like the seniors and how they feel, because like right now we were just talking about it at Friendsgiving, like they're burned out, like
Already?
they have senioritis. Yeah, like they don't want to do anything anymore. And it's like, me neither. I'm just as burned out as you are, but like yeah, it's kind of hard, but I'm gonna miss just like being that person that like captures everything for them. Okay, let me see, what do you think clients misunderstand the most about photographers?
I feel like they think that we're always working, and like they're like, well, how soon can you get me this photo? I'm like, well, right now I'm at like this Saturday I was at the UTRGV football game, and I had people text me like, how soon can you get me this photo? I'm like, well, right now I'm going to enjoy my time off, and then maybe like by like a few days you can get it. But I feel like they think we're always working.
Yeah. Or like that it's super fast.
Yeah.
Like we're just going to download the photos and like they're done. Yeah, no, I totally get that. And like, you know what my pet peeve is? It's like, oh yeah, take your time. There's no rush. And then like the next day they're like, hey, how are the photos coming along? And it's like, oh my God, you literally told me to take my time. Like I'm not working on them yet. Yeah. And also like a lot of clients think they're the only client. So like they think you get home and you immediately work on their things.
No, they're like fifth in my list.
Yeah. That's so frustrating because I feel like I let them down already by not like working on their stuff.
Really?
Yes. Like if they're like, hey, where's my photos? And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like I haven't even been able to work on them yet. And then I just feel like I let them down.
No, I'm like, it'll take like 1-2 weeks max. Like I have school, I have shoots, I have Jordan has work. Like I'm like, we're busy.
Yeah. And you do need time to yourself though. That is one thing that like I have throughout the years like given myself boundaries because like they would literally take over your whole schedule like if you let them.
Honestly, yeah, like I was like, oh my gosh, like we don't even have a single weekend to ourselves. So like the start of next year I gave us a whole week off. I'm like, I'm not taking any bookings this whole week. Like we're just gonna enjoy like the week off.
Yeah, I started doing that like between senior rep teams. Like when we come back from the end of the year trip, like I'll take like a 2-week vacation before I even like take anybody else because it's just like so demanding. And then like one thing about this year is that I'm not going to have another senior rep team. This is my last one. So honestly, I feel so relieved because I'm like, okay, like I don't have to stress about bringing on the new one.
Yeah.
Because that's a lot of work. Like interviewing everybody, choosing a rep team, like that honestly has been the hardest is like people hating you because they didn't make the team and they just think you're like
that's mean. Honestly sad though. Like they're like, man, I hate this person.
Yeah, literally. And like people will like I have to deal with like people giving me dirty looks the rest of the year because like they didn't make it. Like and mostly it's parents that are upset, not really like the kids. Like I'll have a parent reach out and be like, why didn't my kid get chosen?
I feel like that happens to you a lot.
Yeah, it does happen a lot. And it's like, and mostly it's from the kids that like have never worked with me ever. Like they just wanted to apply just to like be a part of the team. And so me and that parent don't have like a bond or we don't have like a relationship at all, like a working relationship. And so like they just assume it's because I'm like mean. And like sometimes I'll have people that apply that don't make it, but they've been my customer for a long time. So they know that it's not coming from like a bad place. So they'll be okay with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just like another hard part about like the senior rep team. I mean, I hope someone else develops one and like brings one on like the way I had because
I've already seen one.
Yeah. Are they like doing all the things that we're doing, like as far as like all the community stuff, like community service? And
no, I've only seen like 2 shoots.
It's only like, no, see, that's what I mean. Like I want it to be like involved in the community, like bonding exercises, like just a bunch of stuff that makes it like sets it apart from just like photo shoots.
You just did it so well. Like how can anyone copy you?
No, but it's because it's so much work too. So I understand. Like I understand that not everyone's gonna want to do that much work. Yeah, because even though the kids paid into the program, like it's still, I'm still putting in so much work that I think is way more than what they're paying. You know what I mean? Like I'm giving them so much value of like services compared to what they pay to get into the program. So yeah, it's a lot of like giving up a lot of like stuff for yourself. Like a lot of time for sure. Like I waste, not that I waste, I spend a lot of time like doing senior rep stuff. Yeah. Okay. Is it my turn?
I think it's my turn.
Okay, go.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. What made you pull the trigger on leaving photography for counseling? Was there something specific that happened?
Oh my God. That's such a good one. Because like, okay, I had already been thinking about pulling the plug for like the past 2 years. Like it was just, I was just getting to a point where I was getting like really tired. And then this past year, I had a lot of incidents where like people were just awful. Like, they were just super rude, super entitled. Like, people have like talked down to me.
Like clients or like
potential clients,
Okay.
not my clients, but people that like wanted to be clients. And like, it just made me realize that like the clientele that I had like 17 years ago is not the same clientele now. Like, I feel like now people are a lot more like entitled and rude, and like they'll talk down to you, and like they want to like kind of take that approach, and it's like, I don't need this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that was like part of it. Another part of it was so these are like the superficial answers. Okay, these are like the at the surface answers. Like, another one was my stepdaughter's about to graduate, and she's going to be running in college.
Oh,
and,
she is? That's so good for her.
Yeah, she's going to be running college. And so just looking forward, I'm like, I want to be able to go out of town to go see her run without like having this business like always on my phone, or like knowing that I have to do all this work when I get back, or like I have to answer all these messages. Like, I want to be able to have that freedom to just like go and like enjoy my time.
Yeah.
And then the more spiritual answer, or the deeper answer, is that I just, my ultimate goal in my life is to like serve God, right? And so like I prayed because I had already been feeling this way. And so like one of my prayers was like, God, if this business is not for me, like take it from me, like just take it from me. I don't want it if it's not my purpose for you. And so it wasn't taken away physically, but I feel like it was taken in my heart, because like I started feeling different. I just started feeling like, I just don't like doing this anymore. Like, I just don't want to do it. I don't enjoy it as much. It's more stressful for me. Like, I just started, I guess as the kids would say, like, it started giving me the ick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, everything bothered me. Like there would be like a new customer like asking information, and I'm just like, ugh, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And like, it shouldn't be that way. Like, before it would be like, oh my God, someone wants my pictures. Like, I would get so excited. And then, so yeah, there was like this huge like shift in my heart. And that was when I was like, okay, like, obviously, like, this is my answer. Like, I don't belong here. And it's weird because like after 17 years of building this business, it's at its peak. Like, literally right now is like the highest point my business has ever been, in the sense of like interest from people, like the amount of business I would be bringing in, like everything was just at its highest point. And I'm just like, this makes no sense for me to feel this way. And so like, I just started like putting it together, and I'm just like, you know what? Like, I really feel like my calling probably is working with teens, but in a different stage. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of kids, and I've learned this just from taking pictures and working specifically with teenagers all these years, is like, there's a big demand on that other side of like that other side of the camera, where it's like, yeah, they're having fun during their session, but you know what? They're also crying because their self-esteem is really low, or like they don't like how they're coming out on the pictures because whatever, you know? And so I started noticing that there was like a lot of that. And I'm like, I could also, you know, serve my community in that other way. Yeah. So yeah, there was just, I say there's like 1,000 reasons, because I could literally sit here and give you so many, but those are like the main ones. That's a good question. That is, yeah. Oh, I never get to sit and talk about that. I'm always just like, oh, I'm tired. Okay. Let's see. Did I already ask you all my questions? I think I did. Really? Yeah, I asked you my 5.
I put extra.
Oh, I noticed that. I was like, what? How did I run out already? Okay, let me see. I can think of one. Oh, do you have any nightmare client stories?
Oh my gosh, I do.
Tell me.
Okay.
I love to listen to these.
Me too. Okay, we were doing, you've heard of like the program book, right?
No, what's that? Program book?
Okay, well, Wesleyan has
Oh, yeah. The football program.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they have the program book, and like, one of our, the senior moms was like, oh, we want to do one for like this team. And we're like, okay, like we'll do it, like, but we didn't really know what to charge them, because like this is our first year doing it. So I and then she wanted like a page for her daughter. So I was like, okay, well, like we'll charge you for your daughter, and then we'll charge you for the team. But then come day of the shoot, I was like, oh, like I never quoted her for the team. Like, what if she thinks this is free? And then like they wanted like 3 locations, but like the sun was already going down. Like we only had time for 2. And then the one that wanted the single page was like, oh, we're gonna go back inside to like get more gym pictures. And we're like, okay. And so one of the other moms that was there, she was like, so what's next? But she didn't get like the single page. So we're like, oh, like I think we're done. We got a lot of pictures and whatever. And then I was like, I think we're gonna go inside to get more of that girl. And she's like, why? Like, this isn't like her own session. Like, we all paid to be here. And I was like, yes, but like I think we're done like with your session already. And then her daughter went, she's like, I just want to go get my money's worth. And then my boyfriend, he like stepped in because the mom that was like complaining was talking to the other mom that like got her own session. And then they're like arguing like, oh, I didn't know it was included in the price or like what we were getting. And then Jordan was like, well, actually, like she wanted to get you guys like a good deal. And she told Jordan, she was like, listen, like we're having an AB conversation, so you need to go see your way out. No. In front of all the moms. There was like 10 moms there and all their kids, and everyone was just staring.
See, that's when I start to pray, because I'm just like, God, please, because I'm about to lose it.
And so Jordan just like took a step back, and then the mom that she was talking to, she went to go take a step back too.
Oh my God, that is so rude.
It was so rude. And then luckily one of the other moms there was like the admin at the school. So she like stepped in. She was like, you're not going to talk to them like that. Like they're here taking our pictures. Like they don't need to be here. They gave us such a great deal to be here. Like,
oh my God.
I was like so shaken. Like I didn't say anything. I was like, oh my gosh.
No, yeah, people can be awful. Like, and that is one of the reasons that I have become so detailed in my pricing. And like, I will not book like too much. Like I'll explain to them, like, it's one location, it's 2 poses, it's 1 outfit. Like, you have to be super specific, because if you leave it open, they will literally have different expectations of what they think they're gonna get. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, that's crazy.
It was. And like, we still go to the school sometimes, and like, I've seen the daughter like this past week, and Jordan's like, she just gave you the ugliest look ever.
Oh my God.
And I was like, why? Like, I didn't do anything to her.
Yeah. Oh, that's insane. Yeah, no, that's bad.
So we probably would never work with that specific girl, but everyone else was really good to work with. It was just that one incident.
Yeah, I feel like everywhere, anytime I have like teams and stuff, there's always like that one person that's like a little bit more like rude. Yeah, I've had people call me like stupid, dumb, like they just like they lose it. Like they get really angry for whatever reason, and then they'll be like, are you stupid? Or like,
that's so bad.
Yeah, I'm telling you. So like when that happens, they go on my blacklist. So anytime after that they want to book, I'm like, I'm booked. Like, sorry, like I don't have space on my calendar for you. Because like, when you're having a photo session, in my mind, like photo sessions should be fun. It should be an enjoyable experience. So like, if you're not going to come in with that like attitude, like I don't want to do it, because at that point I'm just like not enjoying it. And if I'm not enjoying it as the photographer, you're not going to get nice pictures. Yeah. And that's happened before, where like I take pictures and then I don't even like them, because I'm like, it was just a crappy session. Everybody was in a bad mood. Like, you know, like I look at the pictures and I remember like, oh yeah, nobody wanted to do anything. And like everybody was like in a bad mood. Like that's happened to me before. And it's like, yeah, I never want to work with them ever again. Yeah. But that's crazy.
It was crazy.
But like, I want to share a story that, okay, from when I was in the very beginning as a photographer, like 15 years ago, it was a long time ago. So I know this girl's probably like moved on with her life. But like, so back then I wouldn't specify anything. I'd be like, oh, session's $100. You know what I mean? And it was like, so this one girl, so it was like, okay, graduation sessions. And I charged $100, and I was like, okay, like it's an hour session, and like you'll get all your pictures. Like, you know, I feel like that's how everybody starts out. And so she booked it, and she was like, oh, I'm graduating from like, I don't know, somewhere in Stark County, like that way. And she was like, you know, I want to book my session. So I booked her. She paid her deposit, which I think was like $20 or whatever. And so she's like, I really want the convention center. So I'm like, cool. So she gets there like 10 minutes before her session, and okay, so I see her get down and she has her cap and gown, and I'm like, okay, cool. And then I see her parents like super dressed up, and I'm like, okay, like usually the parents want to take a picture. So the parents were dressed up, and then I see like another family dressed up, and then I see another family dressed up. No. And I'm like, why are all these people dressed the same? There was like 20. I'm not even kidding. It was like 18, because it was the girl, the parents, the brother, his family, his wife and his kids, the other brother, wife and kids, sister, wife and husband and kids. 2 of them were newborns. There was like 5 children. So it was like a whole family.
What did you do?
So back then I was so like not assertive. Like I just didn't want conflict. I didn't want people to talk bad about my business. So I was like, first of all, let me find out why they're all dressed up. So I was like, hey, like, are we going to do like one family picture? Like saying like, trying to say like, okay, at the end. And they were like, well, no, since we're already here, like, we're just going to all take like our own pictures. So like, I was like, okay, well, like, let me do the graduate first and whatever time is left. So like, I felt so bad for her because I did like 5 or 6 poses. And then they were like, okay, like now get like my son and his wife and the kids. And then like, okay, now them. So they took over the session. And like that poor girl got like 5 poses.
No.
Like, yeah. And then so there was 2 newborns. Tell me why. They wanted me to do 2 newborn sessions there. They were like, can you do like those cute pictures with like the newborns? Like we brought props.
No.
And I was like, no. So I was like, the most I can do is like snap their picture. Like I'm not going to do like a newborn session. So like I ended up doing like 3 hours, or it was like 2.5 hours of shooting when it was just supposed to be 1 hour. And it was just like, I thought it was just going to be like, 20, 30 photos. I ended up giving them like hundreds of photos because I didn't specify like what the situation was.
That was unbelievable.
That was my lesson of like, you need to write specifically what's included so that they could know what they're purchasing.
Yeah.
So that was like on me, it was just on me. So whatever. It was a learning experience, but I was like, oh my God. And then like the kids were being terrible. They were running everywhere. Like it was just the worst experience like of my whole like photography career. It was like horrible.
I need to think of another story.
You're like, I know we have some.
Yes, but I'm going to go with my next question.
Okay.
It's, which senior rep year has been your favorite and which has been your least favorite?
Oh my God. That is so hard. Okay. I wasn't expecting the least favorite question.
I just threw it in there.
Okay, so I'm going to base this answer. Okay. I'm going to base it off of like, I guess the team that I had the tightest bond with was year 4, which is the year that I had 33 reps. So it was a really huge team. It was the biggest team I've ever had. So that year I had the most applications that I've ever had. I think I had close to like 170 like people that applied. So like I wanted to have a good amount. And in my mind, my logic was it's fine because only half are going to show up. You know what I mean? Like, so my first 3 years, it was very like that. Like we would have a shoot and like only half would show, which was okay, right? So when I got the 33, I was like, okay, only half are going to show. So I'll only have like 15 at a time. Well, this team was so pumped and hyped about being a rep. They literally showed up to everything from beginning to end. So like every photo shoot was like 33 kids. And it was like hard because it was like having to like manage all of them. But like they were the most... In the sense of participation, like they had the most fun. Like you could tell they really like embraced their senior rep like role. Yeah. And they loved the program so much and they bonded so much. Like all of them became really good friends. And so I had the tightest bond with them just because they were like at everything. And like, so I spent a lot more time with them. Yeah, but I think I would just say I love all my teams, obviously. My first one, because obviously they got everything started. They kicked everything off. And ever since, every team has something great to offer the program or like it develops in a certain way. But I feel like I had the best bond with them. And I think that's the only team that I've like really, really cried with when their season was over. Because I'm just like, oh my God, like I'm going to miss them so much. So yeah, that was kind of hard. My least favorite. Okay, I'm trying to think. So there was one year, and I don't want to say they're my least favorite, but it was the team that had the most challenges was year 2. Because it was still COVID time.
Oh, okay.
So like it was still really hard to get together and like have photo shoots. And it was very hard to get anybody to like show up to anything. Because it was like, okay, well, we're going to have like this photo shoot. And like it just wouldn't work out because people wouldn't show up. Or like I think that year we didn't even have an end of the year like trip or shoot because the participation was so low. Like 1 or 2 people would show up, or like 1 or 2 people would RSVP, and then like so like the program really wasn't, you know, it wasn't really working. And I think that's when I was like, okay, like I need to do something, like I need to change something. And that's when I started having contracts, like contracts and like orientations, and like, okay, this is the expectation, and like it got a little bit more solid in terms of like all that stuff. But yeah, it was during COVID, so like I don't completely blame them. It was hard for everybody, and the program still was starting, so like I think that's the most challenging year. But I love all those girls. I still run into them, like, and they're already like adults, like they've already graduated college, they're like doing their own thing, and I'm just like, oh, I'm so proud of them, you know what I mean?
That
like
is so cute.
But like they took a chance on me though, because like that program was still very, very new, and so the fact that they even wanted to like be a part of it was like, oh my god, like that's so awesome. So like they helped me like get it off the ground. But yeah, it was definitely the most challenging. I'm not gonna say they're my least favorite, because they're still some of my favorites. But yeah,
that's good.
Yeah,
That's good.
what else
You asked me a question.
let me see, what question can I ask you? Okay, this is gonna be the final question, but okay, do you work with teenagers, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what do you think, because this is a teen podcast, what do you think is a problem with teens that you see the most, just like in working with them? Like just your experience.
I feel like they try to compare themselves to like other teenagers a lot, and then they don't end up liking the pictures as much as they thought they would.
Yeah,
That's what I see.
That's a big one. I think so too. One of the biggest things with a lot of and this is what blows my mind. Okay, like I will have like the most beautiful looking teenager in my studio, like literally I'm just like, you should be a model.
Yeah.
And it's so crazy because they end up hating their pictures the most. Like they're just like, their standards of themselves are like insane. And I'm just like, they look so good, like like everything looks so good, and they're just like, no, like I don't like this, or I don't like that, and like they're so hard on themselves. And I'm just like, I feel so bad, because like I wish I could change the way they see themselves. And I even tell them, like, I wish you would see yourself the way we all see you, because like you look basically perfect, you know?
Yes.
It's crazy. But like, I think that's not going to change until like social media it becomes different.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's where everyone's comparing on, is like social media. You know what I mean? Okay, so I think we're good for this first podcast.
Yes.
We've answered a lot of questions. I think it was fun.
Yes.
Thank you for bringing the good questions. And next week, we're going to have, I believe, Gato, Senior Rep Gato, is going to come on the podcast. And so now this is going to be our new location. Hopefully, we'll be bringing podcasts on a weekly basis. But we do have behind the camera topics at gmail.com. If you have an idea for a topic that you think teens would enjoy, like, please make sure and email us. You can also just send me a message on my Instagram or my Facebook or my phone number, and just let me know, like, hey, like, we want to hear more about this, or like, we want this topic to be covered. If you want to be a co-host or a guest, like, please message me. Like, we can always have you on the podcast, and we're always looking for like different unique topics to cover. If you're listening to this on Spotify, please like our episode and rate it. If you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe, and we will be seeing you again next week. Bye.
Bye.